Hello students, good morning to all of you. Dear students, from today we will start with basics of C++ programming language. Dear students, in today's period we will see following topics. First topic is what is program. Second topic is what is programming language. Third topic is what is programmer. Fourth topic is overview of C++ programming language. Fifth topic is C++ language environment setup. These 5 topics today we will cover in this period. Now, let us see first topic. What is program? Program is a set of instructions given to the computer to do specific task, and that instructions are written in any programming language. That language is C language, C++ language, Java language, Python language. A number of programming languages are available. In any language we have to write the instruction, and that the instruction should be followed by your computer. This is called as one program. Or also it is called as program is also called software, which tells the computer what to do. Now you are using number of softwares. Software for playing audio songs, VLC player. That instruction is given to that software. You should play this video with the help of these instructions. What is programming language? The language used to write programs is called programming language. More number of programming languages are available. Some of the famous languages are as follows: C language, C++ language, C hash, Java, Python. Number of languages are available. What is programmer? The person who writes programs in any computer programming language. That person is known as programmer. अगर आपने प्रोग्राम लिखना स्टार्ट कर दिया, आपने कोई प्रोग्राम बना लिया, तो आप प्रोग्रामर बन जाएंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस C++ लैंग्वेज. बच्चों, अभी ओवरव्यू ऑफ C++ लैंग्वेज. C++ is a general purpose. General purpose means number of applications are designed with the help of this C++. So that's why called as general purpose, high level. It is not understood by your machine. It is only understood by human being. Statically typed means its syntax is checked at compile time, not run time. So it is called as statically typed. Compiler based means compiler is used to check the syntax and convert into the object code. That object code file is understood by your computer. So that's why it is called as compiled based language. Case sensitive. In this C++ language, small letters and capital letters are different. So that's why it is called as case sensitive language. Machine independent. This C++ language can run on any type of machine. Windows, Linux, Mac operating system. So that's why it is called as machine independent language. And most important, it is object oriented programming language. This feature is added in C language and given name that language as a C++ language. This is the more important object oriented programming language. We will see afterwards this object oriented programming concept. C++ is a superset of C language. Any legal C program is a legal C++ program. Some syntax are same in C language and C++ language, but some features are increased in C++ language. So that's why it is called as superset of C. C++ was developed by Journey Stroustrup starting in 1979 at Bell Labs as an enhancement to the C language. C language already developed by Dennis Ritchie. Afterwards, some features are added into that C language. Originally named as C with classes. This classes feature is added in C, and afterwards, after 4 years, that is in 1983, it was named as C++ language. Now see, बच्चों आपको इस फोटो में क्या दिख रहा है आपको? ये जो स्ट्रक्चर है ये इस कॉलम के ऊपर डिपेंड है. अगर ये कॉलम नहीं रहेंगे तो स्ट्रक्चर यहाँ पे नहीं रह सकता. वैसे ही हमारा C++ प्रोग्राम और C++ ये लैंग्वेज के सम पिलर्स है, उसके ऊपर ये पूरी लैंग्वेज डिपेंडेंट है. पूरा उसका स्ट्रक्चर C++ लैंग्वेज का, उसके हम उसको कहते हैं प्रिंसिपल्स और पिलर्स ऑफ योर C++ लैंग्वेज. नाउ सी object oriented programming. C++ fully supports object oriented programming, including the 4 pillars or also called as the principles, 4 principles of OOP, object oriented programming or C++ programming. That 4 principles are encapsulation, abstraction, hiding of information. Encapsulation means grouping of information. Third one is inheritance, means sharing of information. And polymorphism, that is redefining of information. First, we can create the classes, and for these classes we can create the objects. And on that classes or on that objects, we can apply these principles. So that's why it is OOP, object oriented programming language. We'll see these concepts afterwards in details. Now, in this figure, that whole C++ language or object oriented programming language is placed on these 4 principles. Without that pillars or without that principles, C++ language is not popular. That 4 pillars are encapsulation, polymorphism, data abstraction, inheritance. And initially we can create the classes. In that classes we can declare the data types or variables or methods, means function, we will see afterwards, and we can create the objects for these classes. Standard libraries in C++. Standard C++ consists of 3 important parts. The core language giving all the building blocks including variables, data types and literals. It is already inbuilt at all building blocks, data types, literals. Second, C++ standard library giving a rich set of functions. Already some functions are written. Predefined functions are written and kept in a files. That files is called as header files or library files or strings. We have to include these files in your program where you need this file. We can include with the help of include keywords. Now third, the standard template library, that is STL, giving a rich set of method manipulating data structure. That STL is used for manipulating the data structures in C++ language. These 3 are the standard libraries in C++ language. C++ इन्वायरमेंट सेटअप। बच्चों, अगर हमें C++ प्रोग्राम टाइप करना है तो उसके लिए पहले हमें इन्वायरमेंट क्रिएट करना। व्हाट इज इन्वायरमेंट? मतलब ऐसे सॉफ्टवेयर्स जिसमें हम टाइप कर सके, जिसमें हम कंपाइल कर सके, हमारा प्रोग्राम लिंक हो सके, हमारा प्रोग्राम रन होने के लिए, लोड होने के लिए सॉफ्टवेयर चाहिए। फिर हमें कुछ सिंटैक्स है तो वो बताने के लिए डिबगर चाहिए। फिर हमें जो भी हमारा प्रोग्राम एरर फ्री है तो हमें कुछ रिजल्ट दिखाने के लिए व्यूअर चाहिए। ये सभी के सभी फंक्शंस जिस सॉफ्टवेयर में अवेलेबल है, उस सॉफ्टवेयर को हम हमारे कंप्यूटर के ऊपर इंस्टॉल करने के बाद हमारा प्रोग्राम वहाँ पे लिखना चालू करते हैं और उसको हम कंपाइल करते हैं। उसके बाद उसको डिबग करके हम उसका आउटपुट लेते हैं। It is called as integrated development environments. IDE supports the entire software development cycle. हमें पूरा सॉफ्टवेयर बनाने के लिए जो जो चाहिए वो सारी की सारी चीजें उस सॉफ्टवेयर में चाहिए, उसे हम इन्वायरमेंट कहेंगे, इंटीग्रेटेड इन्वायरमेंट। कौन कौन प्रोवाइड करता है? MS Visual Studio Code with C++ compiler. These two are different software. One is C++ compiler, we have to install it, and one Visual Studio Code. It is provided by the Microsoft. It is the editor. In this editor, we can install the extensions, and another software, that is G++ compiler, we have to install. And second IDE software is Code Block Compiler. In this software, that editor and compiler is combined. There is no need to download separate compiler and separate editor. Only download once and install it. In that, only editor and compiler is there. Third one is Borland. Fourth one is Code Warriors. Number of IDEs environments are available. But famous Code Block Compiler, Visual Studio Code with C++ compiler is used. IDEs provides all the capabilities for developing software. First, it provides the editor. Now see here, their photo. I have using this VS, that is Visual Studio Code, in my computer. This is one photo I have inserted here to explain you. That is, this is the editor. We can, when we click here, it will be go towards compiler. That compiler will compile your source code and convert it into object code. It is understood by your computer. And then that object code is given to the linker, or also called as binder. It will bind that object code of your source with the inbuilt libraries and giving towards loader. Now that loader loads your executable file towards your CPU, and CPU will run your program and gives you output. Debugger. If any syntax error is there, that debugger will show you that error. Viewer. When your program is error free, at that time error free, then your program output is shown by your this viewer. These all facility is provided in one software. That software is called as integrated development environments. You need to have the following softwares on your computer. First, text editor. The text editor is a software used to type your C++ program. Example, Windows Notepad, Visual Studio Code. The files you create with your editor are called as source file of your program, and for C++ they are typically named with the extension .cpp. Name of the file .cpp. Name of the file .cp. And in this file you can write your source code, and that file is called as source files. Source code is your C++ program. Install Visual Studio Code editor on your computer to write your C++ program. Now you need compiler. to compile this written program in Visual Studio Code. So C++ compiler. A C++ compiler itself is a computer program or a computer software. The job of the compiler is to convert the C++ program from our form to a form that computer can read and execute. That is object file. The original C++ program is called the source code, and the resulting compiled code produced by the compiler is usually called as object code, and that file is called as object file. Before compilation, the preprocessor processes on your source file, and it will convert your source file into extended source files. Preprocessed form of the source code, that is extended source code, sent to the compiler. After compilation stage, that object files which is created by the compiler are combined with the predefined libraries by a linker, sometimes called a binder, to produce the final complete file that can be executed by the computer, that is .exe file, and this is executed by your CPU. A predefined library is a collection of pre-compiled object code that provides operations that are done repeatedly by many computer programs. That pre-compiled object files are installed in the library, inbuilt in C++ library. We have to just combine that object files with your object code by the linker, and it will convert it into executable file, and that file is run by your CPU. Most frequently used and free available compilers are GNC C, C++ compiler, Code Block IDE. Number of IDE environments are available, but famous Code Block IDE is very nice. Install GNC C, C++ compiler when you have to install VS Code, that is Visual Studio Code, as editor, and this C++ compiler, and install only one software. In this only editor and compiler is combined, that is Code Block IDE on your computer. That is the environment to your C++ program, to write your program, compile it, link it, load it, and take a output. To install GCC at Windows, you need to install MinGW software. This is the MinGW compiler with your any editor. MINGW. You search it and install it. I will show you how to install. Now, below figure illustrates the process of translating a source code into object code by different steps. Here in editor or integrated development environments, we can open this and write your source code. And after writing your source code, in this source code we have to include a header files, that is extension .h. It is predefined. Header files are there. We have to just include this code in this file into your program, and your program is with extension .cpp. Your program is 50-line program and .h file having a 200 lines. That 250 lines, that is extended source code, is given to the compiler by the preprocessor. and this compiler will convert your extended source code into the object code with extension .obj or .o, and that compiler gives your object files to the linker, and this linker will link these objects code with static libraries with extension .lib or .a with your object code and gives the executable file .exe, and linker gives this executable file to the loader, and loader also shares some libraries that .dll or .so files with .exe file, and this given towards CPU, and CPU can take the input from the user. For example, 5 plus 5 it will give 10, and here we can give the program for addition of two number here. In this way the program is executed in your IDE environment with the help of preprocessor, compiler, linker, loader, and CPU. We will see how to download the text editor and compiler software from the internet, and then how to install it on computer for writing and compiling your C++ program. Or C++ program is also called as your source code. Now, dear students, I am going to stop sharing my PowerPoint presentation and I am going to share my computer screen. First, open your favorite web browser. Now here, in URL, type www.google.com and here type code blocks. Now, this is your website www.codeblocks.org. Click here on downloads. Now click here, download the binary release. Now for all three platforms this software is available, for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. Now in my computer Windows 10 is installed, so I will download the software for Windows 10. If you have Linux, then you can download for Linux. Check your operating system bits, whether it is 32-bit or 64-bit, and if your Mac OS is there, then download for Mac software. Now in my laptop Windows 10 64-bit is installed, so I will download for 64-bit. Now see, Windows XP, Vista 7, 8 or 10. Now this is only editor .codeblocks 20.03 setup.exe, only editor. We already know that MINGW is a compiler, so we combine this editor as well as compiler in one setup. So download this codeblocks 20.03 MINGW setup.exe. Combine editor as well as compiler. Otherwise you can install this also and download this separately and install, but here you can download combine from here and here. I have already downloaded. I will show you how to install and how to use. Now I will show you how to download VS Code. Now here In Google, type VS Code. VS Code download. Now first click here on the first website. Now here, this is the main page. It is also available for all three operating systems: Windows 7, 8, 10. How many bits operating system in your laptop or in your computer? Download for 64-bit. You have to click here, 64-bit. If your Linux is there, download it. If your Mac is there, click here. In my laptop, Windows 10 64-bit is there, so install any one 64-bit, not 32. It is not running because your operating system is 64-bit. If your operating system is 32-bit, then you can download and install. 64-bit software is not run on your 32-bit, and 32-bit software is not run on your 64-bit. Download as per your operating system. I have already downloaded, and all these softwares are available in my download folder. I will show you. Here is a download folder. In this, VS Code editor is there. It is only editor. So with this, we have to install this MINGW software. It is the compiler. It is only editor. But we have to download it, combine editor plus compiler. It is code block. Just double click. Just double click. Now just click next, next, next and install. Already I have installed on my computer, and after installation it will show you the shortcut and you can open it. Now here we can write the programs. Now first save as one first program. First program.cpp. Your C++ file extension is .cpp, and name I have given to that file name as a first p.cpp. Now click save. Now see here. Now here you can start your writing your C++ programs. I will zoom it. Edit, special commands, zoom, zooming. Edit, special commands, zoom, zooming. Now every program starts with your documentation, means comments, and comments is given in a single line or multiple lines. If you want to give for only single line, then this two forwarded slash are used. This is my first program. Second line. Now we will see basic syntax of C++ language. When you give these commands, at that time your compiler will ignore these lines of your program. It ignores that line. It will not compile this line. It understood that it is the only comments. It is for your programmer purpose only. Now I have given separate this double forwarded slash as a single line comment. I want to give for 10 lines. For then at that time we have to use forwarded slash star that last line, whether it is 10 line 20 lines comment you want to do, that last go to the last line, then star that forwarded. This is the multiple comments. Then you can include the header files in your program. Header files means what? It is already written programs are kept there in that file, and we want this program in your source code, in your program. Just include this header file. Without that header file, you are not able to run your program. So include. I want basic functions C input, C output. That C input is used to take the input from the programmer, and C output will write the output on the screen. For this purpose, we need IOStream header file and also namespace. That namespace is a std. We have to include in your program. Every C++ program must be there. Then I will start. Hash include. Hash is a preprocessor directory. That preprocessor will include this header files which is given in this symbol. Then here we can write down the header file name. Number of header files are there. Which header file you want? Write down that header file name. I want IOStream header file. Then I want to use C output, C input, so that C output, C input is available in the namespace std. So you write using namespace. std. Give semicolon here. All the C++ standard entities or libraries are kept in a space that is called as namespace, and that namespace is given name as a std, and in that std C output, C input functions are written, and we have to utilize C output, so that's why we have to include this namespace std as you start your writing your C++ program. Then after writing all the header files and after writing using namespace std, then every C++ program must have main function, main, and every function have some return types. So integer, float, character. So this function will return integer value. Function name, main. Every C++ program must contain this main, and function is given with the parenthesis. Now this is the, it will understood by the compiler. Now this is the main function. Don't give semicolon here. For function, don't give semicolon. Now every function having the blocks, curly bracket, starts and end. In this only we can write your program. Thousands of line we can write in these blocks only, and you can define different thousands of function here, and we can write separately all the functions. We can call that functions in your main program. It will be executed. So today I want to explain you the addition of two variables or two numbers. Now To add two numbers, we need three variable or spaces. Now first I will show you the integer values. Now I will declare integer as a data type, and that variable name is A, B, C. Now I want to display on the output screen, that is addition of two number. This one I want to display on your output screen. For this purpose, C output is there. So write down C out. This operator is used. This is the syntax. You have to remember C out and less than less than. This is the operator. And in double inverted comma, you can write anything you want to display on screen, right? In double inverted comma. But before double inverted comma, you have to use this operator. Before this, you have to write C output. And this C output is available in this std namespace in this iostream header file. So that's why if you want to use C output, then include iostream and using namespace std in your every program, because every program needs C output, C input. So every program must have hash include iostream.h using namespace std. So write down here addition of two numbers. Then every statement or every instructions in C++ ends with semicolon. But don't give semicolon for your header files and for your functions. Now, when you declare here variables A, B, C, at that time when you compile it, then at runtime it will allocate 4 bytes of memory in RAM for A, for B, for C. Now, first number we have to take in A, second number we have to take in B. Afterwards we have to write expression C equal to A plus B, and we have to display C. Now, I want to display enter your first number on screen. Now, C output. This operator 2 times 1, then double inverted comma, semicolon. Here, enter first number. Then C input. Then when that programmer or that user will enter C in this operator, and write down the variable. In which variable you want first value? I want in A, so I write down here B. You want in B, so write down B. I want first number in A, so I write down same. Don't give capital A, because small a and capital A is different in C++, because C++ is a case sensitive language. So give small a. If you want to give capital A, then here also you can declare capital A. Semicolon. Enter. C out. Double inverted comma. Semicolon. Here I want enter second number. Now I want this second number in variable B. So write down C in this operator. I want in B. Don't write capital B. We have declared small b, then use small b. Simple. Then first number is in capital A, second number is small b. So we have to write down the expression, mathematical expression. C equals to capital A plus this small b and semicolon. Then the addition of A and B is available in C. So that's why we have to display the value of C. For displaying the value on screen, C output is there. For taking the input from user, C input is there. Now I want to display means C output. C out. What you want to display? C output. Addition of two number is addition of two number is, addition of two number is double inverted. Then this operator and that variable name C, and then semicolon, enter. Here this is the integer value is written by this main function to the operating system, so we can return 0 because 0 is an integer. Now after writing this program, we have to compile it. Build and run. Error is showing here. I want to remove these comments. Now check. Already I have written this program. Now I will show you this file. Open 1.c. Now see, addition of two numbers. Enter first number as a 9,000, second number as a 45,000. First number is going in A, capital A, second number is small b, and capital A plus small b is assigned to C, that is 54,000 in C, and we have to display addition of two number is C, and C value is 54,000. In this way we can write, this is the viewer, in that viewer you can see the output of your program. In this way we can write your C++ program. This is your source code. You can convert this source code into object code with the help of preprocessor, compiler, linker, and then linker will load the executable file to the CPU. And after loading towards CPU, this screen will be displayed to you, and now you can give the input to the CPU, enter the first number, then we have to give 5,000, second number 4,000, and then CPU will add these two numbers and gives you result as a 9,000. Now for today's lecture it is sufficient. We will see in next lecture different basic concepts of C++. Thank you very much.